Are there times in life where you feel like you're living on the sidelines? Almost like when you're watching a football or soccer match live, where you're watching from the sidelines, watching other people play the game. Are there some times in your life and some activities that you're interacting with that you're actually putting yourself on the sidelines and not living anymore? Let's find out. Welcome back, friends. Glad to be back today. And today we're going to be talking about sideline living. And I know that many of us have gone to football games and soccer matches all over the world, and we watch those players from the sidelines, right? But how often are we living our lives on the sideline without being in a football or soccer match? When does that happen? And how do we change that? So let's talk about that. Where are some places or some situations that we can actually find ourselves on the sidelines of life and not actually living for real? And I think the first place that we need to look is when we're actually going on social media without an actual purpose, right? On social media with no purpose. And I found that when I have a tendency of doing that, I am all over the map, right? I'm taking all this time. I'm looking at people's social media accounts. I'm looking at their pictures. I'm looking at their vacations. I'm looking at all this stuff, right? I'm looking at somebody's new car, everything. And what happens when that happens? One, I'm no longer in my life right now. I'm no longer in the mindfulness. I'm no longer in the moment. But I'm also not on purpose. What's the other thing that happens? I find myself comparing myself to other people. I compare my life based on my reality to the pictures that I'm seeing on social media, right? Which makes it really challenging because these pictures can be really amazing. These cars can be amazing. These mansions can be amazing. This lifestyle can be amazing, right? So the comparison can be challenging. So now I'm not only living on the sidelines, but I'm also being really negative about myself and comparing my lives to other people. Another thing that I found is that sometimes we can judge ourselves based on what we see on social media without purpose, right? And then we can also maybe judge others. We start making judgments on their life or the choices that they've made, right? And I found that in that situation, when I'm judging someone else, right, all of a sudden I'm definitely on the sidelines because I'm not even thinking about my own life anymore. I'm judging someone else's life, right? Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but we still have a tendency of doing it, right? Another indication of living on the sidelines that I found is about hearing gossip. When was the last time that you were on a phone call with a friend and it goes from you talking about what's going on in your life and them talking about what's going on in their life to did you hear what happened to so-and-so? I mean, can you believe it? I mean, that's horrible. I mean, can you believe that? And the next thing you know, it goes into this entire dramatic conversation about this other person's life, right? And I don't know about you, but it's almost like you literally put your life on pause to hear about what this other person's doing, right? It's interesting because all of a sudden we're hearing about the drama, and it's not even about our own drama. Hearing about gossip, being gossiped to, right, is definitely a sideline living experience. What about gossiping about other people? When we start gossiping about other people, we're talking about what they're doing in their life, good, bad, or indifferent, and then we're judging it, right? Like it matters. And I find that interesting because I think that a lot of people do that in society because they've been taught. I mean, a lot of folks learn that from what? Family dynamic, the way that we were raised, right? If mom judged a lot of things that she saw, if dad judged a lot of things that he saw, right? There's a tendency of gossiping about other people and judging other people in the process of that gossiping. And another sideline aspect that I found, another activity that we can sideline live is by watching a lot of reality shows, right? Watching other people live their life, okay? So it's interesting because these reality shows usually can show the best of people, it can show the worst of people. Sometimes it seems to show more of the worst than the best, but it's all about someone else living their life, right? Someone else on TV living their life and us quietly watching, again, from the sidelines. So when we think about it, social media without purpose, social media when we're comparing ourselves, social media when we're judging ourselves and others, hearing about drama, hearing gossip, gossiping about other people, and watching reality shows. I want to help identify sideline living so we can stop sideline living as much as possible. Because what does sideline living do? It takes us off purpose. It takes us out of our own life, right? And this is the time that we need to be spending on making changes and doing the best we can with our life and using that time wisely. Because the two most important things we have, right, is our health and the time that we have on this planet. On the next video, I'm going to be talking about ways of putting an end to the sideline living, how to do that, and how to do that quickly, because I know that a lot of us are realizing, wow, I didn't realize that I was sideline living. I need to make some changes now so I can use that time wisely to do the things that I want to do. I hope this video is connected with you. If you've liked the content in this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do that. And in the comment section below, let me know, are there other activities that you found yourself in that is sideline living? Some things that you want to change in your life to get back that time and energy to do the things that matter to you. Don't forget to live your true life.